What's up, Starcraft fans? Last time we did Artanis with High Archons and the Archon dudes. This time we will do Swann with Thors. So I'm going this time as Heavy Weapon Specialist because I want enemies to slow down by the laser, not get killed by the laser drill, because I want the kills to go to the Thors. My masteries will go to Combat, Drop Duration in Life because I don't have Concentrated Beam. I'll go with Immortality Protocol because I want my Thors to survive. I will not count Immortality Protocol toward death. I'll only count the dead Immortality Protocol toward death. Finally, Vespene Drone cost because I'll need a lot of gas for this. So map will be Missed Opportunities. Thank you to Endarth, Karis Band, Lucinous Superiorness, and Shadow Archon who are supporting me in the Pulse Cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. Once again, we will be on the Meguro map so that everyone will have the same enemy composition, which is Gateway Protoss. This is the map where we have to escort Stetmans, harvesting bots, as they try to harvest this Terrazine over here. And we can't let them die, because they will not be able to harvest Terrazine if they did that. Game start. So, this one will be a little different, because I don't normally rush gas, but this time I will. But the first part, actually the first part will also look different because I will rush the depot. Normally I don't have to, wait, actually do rush these, but never mind. I still rush the depot. So yeah, depot is needed to make more workers. You can see the supply. Yeah, there it is. So first order of business here is to try and take my expansion. And to do that, I will use Blaster Billies. And to unlock Blaster Billies, of course, I will have to build this factory. This factory over here that's under construction will allow me to produce Thors. And also unlock the tech that I need to produce the Blaster Billies. So yes, I send 4 workers out to the expansion. Meanwhile, the factory lifts off and it's going to land over here. So yes, I'm queued up this structure over here, the Blaster Billy, and that will allow me to shoot at the rocks and bring it down fast. This one does bonus damage to armored, so this one will go down pretty fast, but I will produce another one. So yeah, I droned this refinery up pretty quickly so I can get a lot of gas. And then double build this Blaster Billy to bring down the rocks faster, but I've right-clicked it on here and then queued the salvage so that I can get the money back right away and build my command center. Meanwhile, I've landed my factory over here so I can kind of SimCity my way to surviving the first wave with just one building. So yes, now I've sent 8 workers to construct the command center that will allow me to build workers faster and have more income. So I'm trying to find the best spot to funnel them all into a tight space. I've sent these 2 workers to team up and build this Flaming Betty over here. The Flaming Betty does splash damage, which is why I chose it to fight the first wave, which will be Zealots. I have also started another refinery. You can see the enemies are derping because they're trying to get us around on my Flaming Betty, but they can't because they're blocking each other out. So now I can salvage that. Next order of business is to salvage this Flaming Betty and then finish this Blaster Billy over here, which will clean out these guys. Second gas has been built and saturated. Now starting the armory, so I can work on upgrades and unlocking the Thor. So constant worker production, so I can maximize my income. Armory is done. Starting a tech reactor here so I can pump out Thors 2 at a time. And again, building a semi-wall here so that these Zealots will try to funnel, will try to get us around on the Flaming Betty, where they'll actually just get funneled in. So I use the Ares this time to clear out these guys. And with the masteries, they will have 768 health, which is a lot. And survive for about 90 seconds-ish or something like that. Something crazy like that. I'm starting this next refinery so I can get more gas for it. Meanwhile, the Ares are cleaning house. And the laser drill is also making this Zealot wave not a thing. Meanwhile, I'm researching the first level of the laser drill to make it even more effective, and then upgrading range on my units to make my Thors more effective, and of course getting the barrage research, which is an ability of my Thors. That's gonna make them more effective. You can see the laser drill's working on this immortal, making it weaker. For my Ares to finish off, I focus on this Void Ray, then this Stalker, and this Void Ray, and this other Void Ray, which unfortunately I will not be able to finish off. So I kind of set my SCVs here to give vision to the lasers to finish off that pesky Void Ray. I'm also upgrading the life regen thing. I think it's regenerative biosteel that will allow my Thors to regen health. So try to aggro this Void Ray. There it is. Using this blaster ability to damage this bonus. So as I mentioned before, as long as something is damaging the bonus, it will not tick. So it's at 247. But the good news is I am also producing Thors 2 at a time. Depot is on the way. It is being double built. So my supply block is minimal. So far I have 3 Thors with 2 more on the way. Depots are making. Alright, so with the wave, I just dropped the barrage, which will clean out this whole wave. And of course I have SCVs repairing to help them survive for longer. Next wave is on the way. I just drop a barrage right here. And another barrage right here. Or not, we could use ratings. You can see the laser drill is still working on this starport over here.
Combat drop ready for deployment.
Start a barrage to clean out these stalkers as their blink is on cooldown. Use the Ares over here.
Base is under attack.
Not sure why. Okay, try to salvage that, but unfortunately I can't. Run out of time. The good news is I do still have 5 Thors and SCVs repairing. And they will clean out these enemies over here. 10-minute wave will be arriving soon. So what I do is I send 1 Thor here to clean out the bonus, make sure it doesn't take down. The rest of the Thors are in a control group. They will fight this attack wave. Meanwhile, the Ares are cleaning house still. So I drop a barrage here, another barrage to thin out the enemies. Try to storm, but storming a Thor, not sure how that'll work out for you, Amon. Thors repairing themselves, pretty good. But I'm now getting 1-1 upgrades for my Thors. A little late, but still good. The next upgrade for my laser drill is on the way. That will make my laser drill even more effective. Although I've actually debated not getting it, but I might as well. It does still help. Okay. You can see it sustains some damage, but it is regenerating that damage. And that will allow it to survive for very long. Focus down this Void Ray until it's no longer a thing. Got supply blocked a little bit, but 2 depots are on the way. Finishing off this building right here. And that brings my army total to 11. You can see I have 11 Thors. Just ready to rumble.
Upgrade.
Making myself another factory here so I can improve my production of Thors even more.
Get to pack them a refueling cell.
There it is. Now add the tech lab. You can see 2-2s on the way. Not the guy, the upgrades.
The bad guys. Who are they again?
Okay. So I drop a barrage here and then the barrage down there. To make these guys absolutely not a thing. We tried storing my Thors, but yeah, how's that gonna work out for Amon? It's 80 damage against 480. You need about 6 of those, High Templar. And Amon's storms don't stack, so yeah, he needs 6 of those to kill a Thor. And not even kill, just have it go into Immortality Protocol mode. Thors here. We're gonna help out with a barrage. Meanwhile, the Ari is still doing the work. Thor's on the way. They will clean this area. Still have these Thors over here as backup in case they send one down there. And what do you know? They do send one down here. I run my SCVs away so they don't die. They're here to repair my Thors. And they just get stormed.
Bots are heading home. They're sheep.
They didn't die though, that's pretty nice.
There are a lot of wolves on
Drop a couple of barrages there. Make these hybrids not a thing. Meanwhile, this Ares managed to survive this area, but unfortunately couldn't finish the job. Still looking good though. I have a bunch of Thors over here. I have 7 Thors. Ready to clean out whatever is remaining here. Focusing on that Void Ray. Is that the 8th Thor? I believe that is the 8th Thor. 3-3 is on the way, by the way. So that'll make my Thors really powerful. So I'm building a semi-wall here to kind of funnel them in through the gaps in these walls. I didn't make a full wall. I wanted to go through the wall, so that they'll filter through my concave even better. This sentry was blocking the immortal. That's kind of funny. All right, you can see they are trying to filter through, but unfortunately for them, only one stalker at a time can be here. You can see that stalker was blocking the immortal, and that led to a beautiful fight for me. Getting upgrades for the buildings that will allow them to repair themselves. The fire suppression systems. This one will give them building armor, which is also pretty good. Now these Thors are on the offense. These Thors will just sit down here. They're pretty slow, so I'd rather just have them sit in position. Just use it. I don't think I've lost a single Thor so far, which is pretty nice. Oh, this Reaper's dealing a lot of damage, so I focused it down with my laser drill. As you can see, these Thors are incredible. They normally just shoot single target damage when they're shooting against the ground. But when they shoot air, in co-op at least, they have a little bit of splash damage. Not that it helps. They're fighting Protoss, so they don't really have clumps of small air units.
Research complete.
But of course, I got the barrage upgrade earlier because you can see this air is being shot at by the Thor, and that's the beauty of the barrage. So I believe I send this Ares over here. This Thor is just cleaning this area. These other Thors are heading toward the places to camp. I mentioned last time they spawn here, 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 and here. So I'm putting Thors. I split my Thors to have defenses in all the spots. Meanwhile, these Ares are still working on the enemy. I think I've set a goal of destroying at least this nexus to make the rebuild slower. Yeah, I just spam the barrage in this area. That's a lot of zealots, but the splash damage of the barrage helps me clean them up multiple at a time. Nexus goes down, that's good. Next Thor goes over here. Oh, this one goes down, but because of Immortality Protocol, I can just revive it. So I'm maxed and fully upgraded. You can see right here, pretty good. Just waiting for the enemy waves to filter through. Thor's just walking over here, just marching over here. He got another wave. You can see I just dropped another barrage to bring them all down at the same time. It is important that I keep dropping the barrages, because single target damage will not kill the waves fast enough. I need splash, because the Thor will overkill them if I let them do the auto attack. And when there's overkill, it means they're not spraying their damage efficiently. That's why, yeah, I'd rather have this barrage over here. Just clean out this whole area. I did, again, have one Thor go into reconstruction mode, but it is rebuilt.
My bots are heading back to base. Be careful, commanders. It's a jungle out there.
It's beautiful. 25 Thors. One of them just ready to attack over here. Okay, another one over here. I spam more barrages. Ooh, this one didn't even... Wow, that one survived with like 7 health or something. But it didn't go. It didn't even go into reconstruction mode, and I believe it's time to converge over here with my forces to get ready to attack.
Enemies approaching fast. Man, they look mad.
Okay, barrage time. Destroyed those 2 high Templar, pretty good. Before the emergence on Archon, and that goes. Now these Thors move up. These Thors move up to this ramp,
Combat drop.
so they can attack from that side. I built a science vessel for detection, because there's a mothership here, and the Thors are not detectors. I will need detectors, otherwise these guys will all be cloaked and I will not be able to attack them. Anyway, Thors are moving up here on this side. You can see that Immortal was cloaked for a second, but the good news is I have this science vessel to detect these, and you can see I can now see this cloaked hybrid. I move one hybrid or one Thor over here to finish cleaning up this extraction device. Meanwhile, the rest of my Thors are attacking from 3 sides at once. I have 6 Immortals attacking from this side. I have 8 Immortals pushing in from the central ramp, and another 7 Immortals pushing in from the western ramp. So they're pretty spread out.
Our victory is close at hand.
But so is Amon. But he's fighting against Thors, so yeah. I have the SCVs repairing so that my Thors won't go down. I have a few more here, which is kind of funny. Finish off this Void Ray. That Void will do a lot of damage. So I right-clicked it, and then for that Colossus, I just used Barrage.
Things are just getting interesting.
It's actually a good call that I chose to go up from 3 sides at once, because if I went from a singular side, I don't think I could have cleared all the way here. It's good that I have more Thors attacking. And that is, of course, a result of going in from 3 sides at once. So you have this huge concave of Thors. And then we'll just clean out the rest of these buildings. Colossus did pop out, but not for long. So now it's time to split my Thors. I have 26. And divide that by 4. That's about 6 or 7 aside.
Hey, did you happen to save any of the extracted terrazine?
Alright.
No?
This Thor's done.
That's okay.
So now all I have to do is split my Thors and wait for the waves to arrive.
Best of what's left.
Yeah, full clear. Swann will get that bonus on his Thors. It's nice when you don't have to deal with mutators. Or have the speed run. I did use the speed run before, but I found it very not fun, and I found it very not conducive for getting views. The funny part is that those were the games where I worked when I used to speed run before. Those were the games that took me the most practice and the most effort to make, and yet they didn't even get the most views. They were not bad. They did do bad, but they were bottom half of my videos in terms of views and watch time. Stuff like boring science stuff seems to get more people's attention, and now the tier lists are pretty much the only videos that reach over 1,000 views for me. Not even the mutators, not even the mutation videos get that many anymore, unless it's the first one of the week. I choose to have that Thor go into reconstruction mode so I can have it back at full health. Yeah, I just rebuilt this guy. Spam the barrage. Make these guys absolutely not a thing. Now we're just waiting. We're sitting pretty. Map is cleared. We just need Amon to send his last waves and we're home free. Got a wave here. Now I spam the barrage to clean out these dudes. Trying to run this doorway. Unfortunately, it can't. Goes to reconstruction, which is fine. Just spend a few money. Just spend a little bit of money. Alright. 28-minute wave will be the largest in the game. Or in this map at least. It's a double wave. I had to drop my Ares here. Help us survive. Alright. Now I spam barrage over here. Make sure they don't deal too much damage. Wow. That how we just lifted the store. That's a lot of brute strength. Last wave. I just spam the barrage here. Just do earth splitter stuff to their faces, and I believe that's last wave. Alright. That was pretty good. Now we'll just have these guys walk back. End the game. Actually, the only thing that matters is that this guy, this harvesting bot, walks back and allows us to end the game. Move faster. Move faster. Alright, there it is. Research complete.
That's pretty good. That cracked me up. But,
That's pretty good.
seriously, let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, let's check out the score screen. So let's see how they fared. Percentage of damage, that's 66.6%. High, no, not even the highest. Look at that. Archons had more damage percentage. That's funny. Lidriel did so much work, my goodness. Survival, oh wait. Damage taken by harvesters, 0. Look at that. 0 damage taken by harvesters. That's gotta count for something. Anyway, full map clear and all bots saved. That counts for a bonus. And let's move on to the other score screen. In this one we have the kills. So kills wise, they had 66%. And survival rate, that is 100%. That is beautiful. So as it stands, they actually have a chance. They didn't do that well on nothing. Yeah, they were just middle of the pack. Well, not middle of the pack. They did pretty well. The only thing that will determine whether they will take the lead or not is whether you guys vote that you like them. If they get the same percentage as Kerrigan's Thoraxes, they will take the lead. So Swann needs about a 74. Yeah, Swann needs a 74% approval rating on his Thors to take the lead over Kerrigan. Of course, he wants more, so if you like Swann, wait for the poll that will go up tomorrow asking whether you guys like Swann's Thors relative to the other massive units, massive ground units. And I will see you guys next time.